Hey guys, this is Geethanjali. In the previous video, we learned about the evolution of plants, and in this video, we'll be learning about the evolution of animals through geological periods in brief. So, we already glanced through the geological timescale in the previous video, but here too again we will glance, but this time taking the animal related key events. So, you can see here when the Paleozoic era started, invertebrates evolved and became active 500 million years ago itself. And then at around 350 million years ago, jawless fish were quite common. And also 350 million years ago, fish with stout and strong fins moved to the land and back into the ocean. But these were not the first ones to occupy land. Plants were the first ones to come onto land. But yeah, after that, fish with stout and strong fins came to land and then went back to the ocean. So you can say probably from these fishes only the amphibians evolved. And then we have the Permian mass extinction. So researchers do not know exactly why this extinction took place, but they basically believe it is because of the extreme global warming due to volcanic eruptions at those times. And then, yes, we definitely had the period where dinosaurs were quite dominant, and then later the dinosaurs became extinct, and then the mammals arose, and then finally humans came into the picture. So, talking about how amphibians evolved, we know that they evolved from the fish that used to move to land and ocean back and forth, back and forth. In 1938, a interesting thing happened. Basically, a fish in South Africa was caught and it was found to be a coelacanth. So, coelacanth has evolved long back ago, but yet they found it in 1938 in South Africa. So, that is why it is called the living fossil. These animals, called lobifins, they are the ones who were evolved into the first amphibians. Unfortunately, humanity has lost all the specimens of lobifins or the first evolved amphibians. However, we know that these first amphibians later gave rise to the modern day amphibians that we see like frogs, salamanders, etc. And definitely not to forget that the first amphibians also were responsible for the evolution of reptiles. So, talking about reptiles, we have early reptiles over here. Basically, 350 million years ago, that is, between the Devonian and the Carboniferous period, our early reptiles basically evolved into two groups, sauropsids and synapsids. Sauropsids later gave to the many modern reptiles like we have turtles, lizards, snakes, tuatras, etc. And also, it was the one that gave rise to the dinosaurs through thecodons that are now extinct, but they evolved around 250 million years ago during the Permian period. And these thecodons gave rise to our crocodiles and birds that we see today, and also the dinosaurs that got extinct 65 million years ago. So, why exact? why exactly dinosaurs got extinct, we do not know quite well. But definitely, yeah, the asteroid struck the Earth, but that was not the main reason why dinosaurs got extinct. Even after the asteroid struck, there were definitely few dinosaurs left, so they could have still survived and recovered the population, but that did not happen. So researchers say that it was due to the climatic changes happening during those times, so that is why the dinosaurs completely got extinct. So another interesting fact note here is that birds, crocodiles, and dinosaurs are more related to each other than are snakes, lizards, and turtles, because they all came from a common ancestor, that is the tecodons. So coming to the synapses, these synapses gave rise to Pelycosaurus. So you can see here, this is the Pelycosaurus during the Permian period, and this Pelycosaurus gave rise to therapsids, which are extinct. And these therapsids were quite dominant during the Mesozoic era, that is during the Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous period. But finally, they got extinct, but they gave rise to our mammals. And the first known mammals appeared like shrews. So basically, shrews are these small mouse-like animals you can see here. This is basically shrews. So mammals appeared like this, like shrews, and their fossils were very small sized. But evolutionarily speaking, they were definitely better than reptiles because they were quite sharp and they were more intelligent than reptiles in sensing and avoiding danger. And also they were viviparous and not oviparous, so they could protect their unborn child in the mother's womb. So that is why they immediately took over when reptiles came down. Nevertheless, because of the continental drift that was seen, the mammals present in South America were actually overridden by the ones present in North America. This was the same continental drift that actually allowed the mammals in Australia to evolve into these marsupials that we see in today's date because they lacked competition from other mammals, right? So this was the brief evolution of animals.